If you're new to our channel, my partner Adam and I and our dog Twyla have been travelling around Australia for the last 3 years. We mostly travel in our converted Ford Transit camper van and occasionally take our Suzuki Jimny out tent camping, and we don't even mind doing a few AirBnBs in between, large and small. So for everything camp cooking, paid and free camping locations, camping tips and tricks, and the good old country bakery, you've come to the right place. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe and come travel Australia one town at a time. Now you know who we are. Let's get back to the episode. Welcome back to the channel. I'm King Dino.
I'm Adam, and we don't have Twyla today at the moment because we're at Point Nepean National Park, which is not dog friendly, unfortunately.
Yeah, but don't worry, you'll see her at the end of the episode to say hello. She's getting babysit by our friends. But anyway, let's go in and check this place out. It looks very interesting. We also do have our friend Julie here. Hi, Julie.
Hi.
And she'll be joining us on this trip. So this is just an information board about where we are and all the different things we'll be seeing. But we'll go more into depth as we look around this place. Adam's just spotted a sign. There's a shuttle bus. So if you don't want to walk it, you can catch a shuttle bus there.
It's 8 minutes of time.
Oh, Adam, come on.
Go back.
Get your walking shoes on. There is another board here, so you can see all this along the way. And this is actually good. This actually shows you that you can walk out to the cemetery, which isn't that far from here. It was about 1k. The whole thing there, I think it's, longer, about 2.8 k's to go out to where we want to go to. So we're just deciding if we're going to walk it or catch the bus. But we've decided to walk, and we've got our little swishy sticks, we're calling them. Guys, where's your swishy sticks? To get rid of all the flies. This is what the locals do. Oh, and it's working a treat, kind of. Although I think I'm going to get upper arm strength for doing all this. All right, the first place we've come to is the cemetery. And I've got a bit of information here, so...
Oh, okay. So 300 people are buried here.
Ooh. And here's a picture from way back. All right, so there's a few headstones here. This one's from 1877. And we've got a few more. Oh, wow. 1853. And there's an Adam here. He died in 1852. And this one's so old that I couldn't even read it. Look what I just found. This butterfly feeding on Australian native. All right, looks like there's an observation point here, so we'll go have a look. A bit of information about some of the threatened bird species from around here. All these flies, but they're not good. Not for our sticks, I tell you. I can see how blue the water looks through the trees. As we head out to see the view, I'll get Adam to tell you a little bit about the history of this place.
Established in 1852, the Point Nepean Quarantine Station was the major place of quarantine purposes in Victoria until 1979. It closed a year later in 1980. The site was used by the Army as the Officer Cadet School from 1952 to 85 and as the School of Army of Health from 1985 to 1998.
Looks interesting. It's got barbed wire. Maybe it's and then this building. I don't know if there's any information on it. Any information?
No,
But
maybe an old toilet block?
Oh, you know what? It's an old power station, like where the power would have gone into. There you go. Interesting. All right, so we're just at the Monash break. And this is what it looks like, and that's what it really looks like. And up the top, what's up the top, Adam?
So it's a light tower that was used in the late 1800s as a tidal buoy relay transmission.
Oh, yep. And I'll zoom in, but also they've got a whole heap of beehives over here, it looks it. And I'll zoom into the tower so you can see it. And there it is there, and you can actually see all the bees going past us. Not the hottest day, but make sure you still wear your sunblock because it is getting a bit hot on this walk. and the sun is shining down on us. There's not too much shade. So yeah, make sure you wear your sunblock. Okay, we've made it to the quarantine station. This is where we wanted to get to. But before we even look at that, check this out. There is a massive container ship leaving the port, and you don't normally get to see them this close, so that's pretty cool. But also, we just found out you can camp here. So you can, well, glamp, I should say, because they've got a whole heap of glamping tents. You can't bring your own tents and caravans. It's just the glamping tents. But we'll just walk around so you can see one of the actual tents itself. But this is the whole area. They do have a barbecue area, so you can do your cooking. They've got some undercover area. They have shower and toilets, but you'd have to pre-book to be able to stay here, and most likely bring your own bedding. Adam and Julie checking out the tents, thinking if they should come back here. If we should come back, but this is what's inside. If I can film it. Oh yeah, you get a couple of beds and like a camp kind of, like a table. Adam's going inside. Adam is so going to get in trouble. But anyway, let's have a look inside. We're going to get him some business. So this is what you get. So you got those few beds, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's start now exploring the quarantine centre. Now this was a hospital, and there was another one that was identical, which we're going to go check out now. So this is it here, and we'll go inside and take a look. And at one stage, what did they thought they had?
Oh, some people thought they had chicken pox, but it was I thought they had smallpox, but they had chicken pox.
Oh, that was a close call. And there's a bit more information here if you want to pause and read. So you can actually come into the hospital itself, and there you got some information, flags and pictures on the walls, things, all this history that you can read about, which is really good. And then the same as in the other part of the hospital. So these are the original plans on the wall here. So the Spanish flu, that caused a bit of havoc. 125 years ago. Wow. Now we're going to head into the disinfecting and bathing complex. This is where people's belongings would go on a little trolley and then be wheeled through into these chambers that could be locked, and a gas called formaldehyde, I think that's how you pronounce it, would be released in there to kill any diseases or germs, and then they would wheel it back through. You can see here how thick the doors were. And when the doors were closed, they'd have to be shut so tight to make sure that gas did not get out. And you can see here how thick these walls were and how these spiky things would keep that door sealed really, really well. And you can see here how they would turn that to lock it to make sure, like I said, none of that gas would come out. So we'll go through to the other side. So now this is the other side. And you can see how large it is. We just walked through that. So it's quite large. And then the bags would come down this ramp. And you can see here, this is an example of what the bags would be on in these baskets. So now we're at the boilers where I'm not sure. I think this is obviously where they burnt the clothing because they thought they might have smallpox on it. And this is just the story of somebody telling what they went through. And they only got to keep one small little thing. But yeah, huge boiler. Look at this. Unbelievable. And this was actually still working 70 years ago. Well, there's a few birds that live in here now. So when you get here, this is where the luggage used to come to. So if you want to stop this and have a read, and then in here was the sorting room. So they would sort through the luggage. And again, you can pause this if you want to have a read, and put them onto trolleys, which will get wheeled through to there into the room we're just in, where they would fumigate whatever was allowed to be fumigated. Look, they've even got some scales there. And to me, this hasn't got no information on this. It looks like somewhere maybe they sorted stuff, but at the same time too, it actually looks like a agave tape, you know, where they had the dead bodies. But I don't think they did that in here. But anyway, and there's another trolley there that they probably used to bring all the suitcases and things on before heading through those, well, this door here into that other room. Now I'll take you over to the information centre. That's it there. And then you've got a spot where you can grab a coffee van, and toilets. Now, if you want to hire a bike, this is the place to come to hire your bike. At this information office that you can come here and talk to them, get maps and all the rest of it, and find out information, more information. So I've just seen this sign. It does cost to go onto the shuttle bus. So these are the prices. So we're not going to go any further, but I'll show you just up here. You've got the shepherd's hut, and then on top, you've got the first class dining hall, and then the information office. That building used to be the administration building. Now I've just found an awesome map, so I'll quickly show you that because it'll give you a good idea of the whole grounds. All right, so when you're in the information centre, pick up one of these. They're great. It's a little brochure. I've unfolded it all. Now, this just shows you kind of where we actually are. So you've got beach on both sides, and it's a beautiful spot. And then if I turn this over, you'll see here. So this is basically where the disinfectant area we were. This is the marching area. And then you've got the hospitals back here. So you've got all this. This is where we kind of got up to. Around here, and then this is a part that we won't be exploring today, but yeah, so you've got give yourself plenty of time, and this is why it'd be great to hire bikes maybe and head all the way around. These here, if you want to pause and have a look, but you can see all the different buildings and descriptions of what they are. So it's like a self-guided tour almost, so plenty of information on there so you can guide yourself through, and an easy map to follow. Look at that, there's another container ship leaving the port, and it's even closer. This is the reason why you can't bring animals in here. Well, dogs anyway, and cats, I suppose, because you've got so much wildlife in here. So poor Twyla, she couldn't come. Anyway, we're walking along the road to get out now. We're going a different way back. All right, can you guess what this is, everyone? Like an L shape. Have a look at it. We'll head over to Adam and see what it was. Okay, Adam, you've got the information. What are we looking at?
25-metre range. These are firing blocks where cadets would train with their aim or shooting with various guns, rockets and grenades.
Right, and there's some pictures of the rocket and grenades and bullets. So I'll just go down here and just show you that. So if you want to stop and have a read, you can pause it, as I always say. There you go. Something we found along the way back. So this is Gunner's Cottage that we've just come to. This is where we parked. But I believe this building was moved here years and years and years ago from another location. And it was for the caretaker, I think. Some information here if you want to have a read. But yeah, that's where it used to be. This is a great spot to park if you want to walk back to where we just were. But I suggest if you just want to see the part we were just in, just drive straight there. There is a car park there. But yes, so we're back now at the car. I'm going to head out of here. Like I was saying during this episode, there is so much here to see, and there's so much we haven't shown you. So definitely come down here. You could literally spend a whole day here. If you're into bike riding, you are going to love this place. Bring your bikes or hire them. But yeah, otherwise, this has been awesome. to stop here and check it out. We'll definitely come back one day and do the rest of it. Okay, before we end this episode, we promised you that Twyla would be on it. There she is. She's been babysat and she's happy to see us again. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Remember to tune in this Sunday at 5 p.m. for our next episode. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you go down the bottom and like and subscribe and shoo those flies away.
If you do rock up here, get a branch.
Get a branch, yes. And Julie says goodbye. Bye, Julie.
Bye.
Anyway, we'll see you this Sunday at 5 p.m. See you guys.
Bye, guys.